What we do here is go back.
It was a mistake. Waste of time. Yeah, it was a waste of time. It didn't really fix anything. I guess it changed the way, alcohol was sold and purchased. But, it didn't really stop anybody from actually drinking.
Yeah.
So, I think it was a waste of time.
It's an amazing thing, in the end, in some ways, we talk about all the unintended consequences. We would not have organized crime without Prohibition. That's the unintended. Female alcoholism went up. But it had some positive things. One, it showed us that democracy worked. The reason why the Prohibitionists wanted it as an amendment is that no amendment had ever been repealed. So that by writing it into the Constitution, not just making a law that could be amended and changed, by putting it into the Constitution, it would be there forever.
Let's see what we have here.
Speak up a little bit.
During Prohibition, drugstores actually continued selling alcohol, but as medicine. Fun fact for you. Apparently, thousands died from drinking tainted liquor. Fun fact for you. So yeah, the ratification of the 18th Amendment, that was the real deal. It prohibited anybody from manufacturing alcohol or selling it or purchasing it.
Prohibition was really a kind of a religious movement at first. States like Maine and a couple other in the northeast of the United States decided to pass Prohibition a little earlier than the 18th Amendment. So there was already some kind of movement before the 18th Amendment to get Prohibition going. And once Prohibition kind of hit, Americans weren't happy. I mean, alcohol is a pretty big part of American culture, and when you just take it away, it's definitely going to cause some problems.
It didn't actually stop anybody from drinking it, so people found their ways around that. And those people were usually called bootleggers. And then there was also speakeasies, which are like a sort of secretive spot to go and drink, almost like a club, I guess, but just like a secret bar. Yeah, and there was a whole bunch of other things that did a whole bunch of other things.
13 years seems like a long time, and during those 13 years, lots of unnecessary lives were lost. Lots of lives were lost unnecessarily, and it changed everything. But we got rid of it, and we got rid of it a lot quicker than it came in.
I would say Prohibition has a pretty lasting effect on the United States. We look at our government today and, our country today and really think about how wild the idea of Prohibition ever happening and how crazy that is. And you can never see it working, and it really didn't. It was a big failure on the government's half, but I think it really does show what happens when the public speaks up. It really shows what America can do when we all band together.
Also, I think it's made us Americans even more suspicious of the notion of this group or that, from the left or the right, who says we've got the panacea. Here's the magic bullet. If you will only just pass the blankety-blank amendment, everything will be all right. And I think we are suspicious of that. And every group, they're always proposing, in our social agenda, where there's always somebody who's got the magic bullet.
Well, I guess people learn how to be a little bit more responsible with their alcohol consumption, maybe. I think so.